you. Good morning, everyone. Good midday, night, wherever you're at. Let's do this. Gonna increase my volume. Test, test, test. Let's go. Okay, so first day of the week where we finally have some high impact news. So could be a high probability day. Who knows? Always nice to trade on days where we have news. So first of all, let's do our analysis. 4 hour. Let's see. Monthly cycle. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. No. On the lows, did we take out previous week's low on any asset? We did so on YM. Oh no, not almost. So nothing on the monthly cycle. Let's go ahead and check for maybe PSPs on the higher time frame. Nope, 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 nope. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour is looking bearish. Took out previous day lows on all correlated assets. So nothing really to see here. On the highs, man, at PM yesterday, we really dropped off. That's crazy. Okay, nothing on the highs as well. PSPs, nope, nope, nope. Let's go lower, 50 minutes. Let's first check YM, draw out the true day open. And also let's see what news did 1 hour ago. So this is not looking that good, to be honest. So we have a daily bearish. We take out London session highs on NQ. We do not do this on ES or YM. So that's nice to draw out. Did we have this with a 50-minute precision swing point? Yep, as well. So this was a really nice pre-market setup, short towards this low. Daily with a 50-minute precision swing point. Something on the 1 hour I forgot, maybe. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute, 90-minute cycle, true session open. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay. And a microcycle, but I don't think there's anything here. Nope, nope, nope. I think this move up was caused by a microcycle. Let's see. Nope. So, what do we have today? Let me see what 8:30 news did first of all. So I'm gonna draw out my red dot here. 8:30 right here, just form the low and just push price up. Was this the only news? So it was 8:30 and then now we have news at 3:45. Okay. So making sure I know there is news here, 9:45. Okay. So what are we working with? We are now currently trading above the true opens, or at least within that range. We are looking quite bearish on the higher time frame. Let me see if we can take some information from yesterday to today. I don't think so. I'm gonna just draw out this sweep of buy side on the higher time frame, which can be bearish. Yeah, we are tapping this 4-hour. Let's see. I'm still taking with me my bullish bias, just overall with this bullish uptrend. Crypto is pumping, everything's pumping. I don't think Forex is pumping, I don't know, but yeah, in general, I'm not shorting this market, I think. So let's see. Man, this is a really bearish candle yesterday after in PM. That's crazy. So we took the longs, nice. I took some nice longs yesterday, but then immediately afterwards we just dropped. Yeah, this liquidity from like Tuesday, it just had to get taken out, right? It was just so obvious. So today, yeah, we dropped off really hard. Sweep internal range, like the low range sell side. And now, yeah, we're just inside this range. We swept this sell side, big displacement up, but there was no SMT or anything related to cracks in correlation, I think. No. So I'm keeping a neutral bias here. I am just on the higher time frame still very bullish. We're inside this gap. But I'm keeping in mind that we are in very bearish order flow, so we can easily retrace a little bit lower and then maybe Friday or return back into the range, right? And go higher. So just let's see what the open does here. And most likely, because we do not have anything except from this daily and 50-minute precision swing point, we're most likely getting something else, or we're just going to continue this bias. But then I need some other cracks to trade something, right? Okay, let me go through the chat. I always enjoy this, Bowie. Thank you, man. What's up, man? What's up, Spiky? What's up, White Legend? Hola, bro. Hola. Good morning, Spiky. There's a monthly SMT on RTI. I do not trade that. What do you mean with RTI? What about intermarket SSMT? I do not use that anymore. I used to, but I realized these three charts are the only ones you need. I want your hair. I want less than 40-second stream latency. What the hell? It is 20-second stream latency, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna check tomorrow if I can decrease that. What's up, Nathaniel? What's up, Dureska? What's up, Raisia? Iriski Faturrahman. Damn, that's a crazy name. We've taken previous day low. Yep, but there is no SMT, right? So if we're continuing today this bearish bias, I'm looking at something like this. Let's go to the 50-minute, always a very good time frame to check on. I'm just anticipating something like this. Maybe we continue from this daily, we form some micro here, we go down, or we go higher, we don't have anything bearish, and we do something here in this gap, and then we have a setup right here. Or now we do the opposite and we just go lower. We form something like 90 or daily here, nice setup towards trading higher, towards filling this gap, and eventually just continuing this higher time frame order flow. So again, a lot of scenarios. It just all depends on what we get at news in 30 minutes or less, and then what happens at the open in 4 minutes, sorry. How tall are you? I'm 179 centimeters. I don't know what this is in feet, but we use centimeters in Europe. What's your experience like with PMI that's dropping in 20 minutes? So news can always do two things, in my opinion. It can distribute price or it can manipulate price. So if we already at the open create some crazy SMTs and cracks in correlation, then I expect that news to just continue in that direction. If there's nothing really to take trades based off, then I'm anticipating that news to actually create the manipulation, create the SMTs, create the cracks. So that's my my view. Have I come a simple, easy strategy for prop success? I wouldn't say my strategy is easy, man. I worked like 2-3 years on this, so if you're a beginner, definitely don't start with me. Just start with my first video on YouTube. I made like a video about candlesticks. It was just starting with my journey if you go to my oldest videos. It's so cringe, but yeah, it is what it is. Three minutes. For now, I am bearish. We are above tropins. We respect this premium here. We have this daily with 50-minute PSP. If I'm not seeing anything and there are any quarterly theory traders here, let me know. I'm doing my best, but there's a lot to keep in mind, right? But yeah, I do not see anything bullish here, to be honest. I think this is just a manipulation to go lower. I don't trade gold and I live in Europe, yes. You dropped out of college? Yes. I made a video about that like 2 years ago. If you want to check it out. It's very stressful, but best decision I've ever made. I'm using the futures desk as a prop firm. Micro? I've written something in my journal yesterday that I need to focus more on the charts and not get distracted by the chat, so I'm gonna do that right now. Lock in. So there is a micro bullish indeed. This is happening in a 50-minute gap, so that's always nice to see, and it's even like a BPR. So we open right now. Let's see what we do. So whenever I'm marking something out like minute 15, I just mean gaps, right? Every rectangle I draw is just a gap. Whether it's a Newick opening gap, a BPR, a fair value gap inverse, it's all the same. So this daily already did what it's supposed to do, right? Take out buy side. So this becomes like less probable because it already displaced, took out lower. Obviously we can just follow this and go lower, but I wouldn't like just enter short here because we retrace. Like the draw is already taken out on the low hanging fruit. You get what I mean? In my opinion. Now we are having this micro below true opens. This can be a nice long, but I don't like this very rapid move up. I would rather want this in discount. But it is below the true opens though, so that's nice. I'm most likely gonna wait for like the news here in 10, 15 minutes. So we get a reaction here from this micro. Can be a nice little long. Just prefer it to be lower, and we only have this micro. We have no higher time frame SMT. Yes, it's in a gap, but we have news in like 10, 15 minutes. I'd rather just wait for that. Yeah, you can also always enter long on demo. Just see what you did wrong then, because when you actually enter a trade, you were more focused on journaling that. Now this is not a good bullish reaction. Like the only candle that was a displacement that could validate this long is this, right, at 931, right? But because there was no fair value gap opening up, because the next candle already displaces so rapidly lower, this is not considered as like a displacement that I need, right? So really just wait patiently until like a clear fair value gap opens up. You know it's a clear displacement, but now on the 5 minute, if you zoom out, look at this. I mean, doesn't look bullish yet, right? So we react lower from here. We have the micro that's doing that. So you see how SMT opposes SMTs, right? So I think I actually like this. We have it above true opens. I'm gonna take a short here because we have daily. Oh, it might be too late. That's crazy. This is a too late entry, I think. This looks really good for shorts, in my opinion. This daily micro 15-minute PSP above true opens. This looks really good. Higher time frame is for me bullish, but we can easily retrace. We're just dropping lower. I hope we get some retracement inside this gap here. So I have a limit set here, but I thought it will get taken. But yeah, this looks really nice. It follows my strategy. I don't care if it's a loss, but this looks really good actually. Yeah. I'm gonna get tagged in right here. Let's see.
Order field.
Yep, I'm tagged in here. Let's see what we do here. Not looking good. Yeah. Let's see what we do here. Big retracement. $50-minute SMT fill, yes, but like that's the only thing, right? So I'm more bearish biased here, if you get what I mean. So keeping this in mind, I'm gonna break even again. SMT fill on the 50 minutes. So that's the only thing I'm seeing bullish right now, except the higher time frame as well, right? So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just got to delete every drawing you have, because clean charts are the best to look at. This doesn't look bullish yet, right? I'm in long. You do you, man. I'm just trying to follow my strategy. If it's a loss, it's a lesson. If it's a win, it's also a lesson. Always journal. So this 50-minute, I needed to close bearish. That would be nice. So I can delete this bullish one because it gets immediately opposed with this bullish one. You get me? So yeah. This looks like we're following bearish order flow. Let's see. Hope we can break through this low. That would be really nice. News right now? Oh my god, I need to keep in mind, of course, 5 minutes. What the hell? We have 86 people watching. I'm not gonna lie, this is stressing me out. Focus. So we're just chopping around. You can expect this, of course, if there's news incoming. I don't like this price action. I want it to go down immediately. It looks like we're not ready yet. I might close this, man, with news. I don't know. I think it can just distribute price lower, but to be honest, a little bit scared here. But this looks to me that we're just still bearish, right? We're inside this gap here. We just need to decide what we do now. Pump up. Damn. Last line of defense is 1 minute here. Yeah, this doesn't look nice. Might get stopped here. We need to go down. It's right now. Otherwise, it's a loss. Yeah, maybe better wait for news. I think this looked nice according to my strategy. The only thing I don't like is that this 50-minute SMT happened right away. But yeah, this daily micro and premium, I don't know, I just liked it. So maybe that's a loss. Maybe something more clear happens here at news. Now we're still respecting this premium, so this is the last. Maybe if we go from here, that would be crazy. Let's see where news happening. 2 minutes. Oh god. Oh god. Rule-based or discretionary? I trade based on rules and discretion, man. So I have a strategy, I know what to do, but it's those little things that market experience teaches you that you would just take some decisions rather or not. So I'm back at break even. That is crazy, actually. What the hell? Look at this. So it's a good thing that I trust my stop now. But yeah, let's see what we get from here from news. We can obviously just take it out in one go again. Price is really, really volatile now. Don't like this closure on the 1 minute. Now this next should go down if I want to win this trade. Man, price is so volatile. $20. Oh my god, this is scaring me out. 9 seconds. Not much volatility, maybe wait a little bit more. Yeah, the chop is crazy. The chop is crazy. Oh my days. Someone please move the market. Come on. Drop it. Please. Bowie, that's a muscle up? Why it's a muscle up? Yeah, my plan says that I need to get out of the trade if it's choppy, so I might just close this. I don't like this price action. Oh my god. Just need to move. What are we doing? What are we doing? Do something. Just take me out if you want to, but don't take so long. So this was news. Didn't do anything. And what is this 5 minute? Is this only my chart? Look at this. We have like a volume gap. It's crazy. You got to see the price action of 2024. It was so amazing. What is this? Uh, 50-minute looks bullish though. Don't really like this. This is a 50-minute PSP as well, I missed. But that's the only thing, right? On the lows. Is someone speaking or something? Because this looks like we're waiting for another event. Reversal of home and dreams. Yeah. Yeah, this looks ass. So stop is always at the crack high. But this looks like we need to manipulate one time more because otherwise we'll already go, man. The news bias is bearish. I don't care what the news bias says, to be honest. Average NQPA of 2025 for sure, man. This just sums it up. I'm break even now. I'm at like a 0.5 R loss. Oh, this doesn't look good. Just trying to give my stop loss a little bit room by doing this. Come on. Now we got some more room. But I fear it's gonna be a loss because this is S. Yep, I am tagged out right here.
Order field.
All right, that's a loss, man. Unfortunately, so we pushed up only with this 50-minute PSP and SMT fill. It is what it is. I thought this was looking nice, but nope. Now let's see what we do from here. Oh man, who took some longs? Who took some longs? Yeah, I'm also eyeing this 90-minute bearish now. Oh, there's no 90-minute bearish. Daily cycle. Yeah, now we don't have anything bearish anymore. Yeah, nice man, Johnson. Oh, you're serious? We had a micro? I don't think so, man. Oh, this one, man. I didn't look at YM. That's crazy. Fuck. That's my bad. Actually, no. I don't think, man. No, I think only this 15-minute PSP and this 15-minute SMT fill is the reason why price moved up. Obviously, we're bullish on the higher time frame, so maybe should have just trusted my bullish bias. We're still tapping this gap and stuff, so yeah, maybe it was just not a good setup. We also took like the sell side here out, so the drawn liquidity was not the best, of course. We already took this out. So unfortunately, I put my normal risk on this, so Now maybe this drawn liquidity will be like this 50-minute gap. If you're in a long, I'll definitely be looking to take profits in here. So now what I'm probably gonna journal is, okay, we had this daily bearish, it moved price to the lows. This is essentially like an SSMT plus SMT setup, but because we already took out the draw, because we are essentially higher time frame bullish, tapping this gap here, that was not a good short. So this is like a more of a pattern trade, right? I just thought after this bearish move yesterday, we can continue a bit lower. But yeah, drawn liquidity was not nice. It was above true opens stacked, but immediately after we had this bearish, we had this 50-minute S&T fill in PSP, and that is already enough to push us higher. So I'm gonna journal this. That's unlucky for me. Every day is a new lesson. Yes, it's not at the highs yet. Let's see what we can do here. What's the average win rate we can expect from ICT quarterly theory? Man, it just depends on you, man. How good are you on executing your system? There is no SMT fill for micro. Look at this. This 50-minute gap. He gets stepped on NQ and ES, but not on YM. That's 50-minute SMT fill, and we have actually a nice new combo maybe that we can use, like a 50-minute SMT fill together with a 50-minute PSP. Because you can see this 50-minute candle is down close on NQ, but it's up close on YM. See here? That is the reason why, in my opinion, price moved up here. Normally, if one asset, correlated asset taps a gap, the other one should too, but this is not what happened. YM was stronger, so that's a cracking correlation, a bullish one that moved price up. And with this short, I was a bit too focused on the shorts, I think, here with this micro, but it was just to rebalance us to lower time frame and then go up. So yeah. I'm a trading demo, man. I'm just trading with some challenges. I think I'm starting my streams like 5 minutes earlier now, so I can really get a good analysis. I think 50 minutes is too short, also when I'm reading chat and stuff, so. Yep, of course, at the end it always makes sense, right? Why I shouldn't take a short. So be it. This buy side is definitely next in my opinion. This looks really bullish. So if you're in a long, that's great. You don't use market structure shift. I only use displacement, inverse fair value gaps. So this was the clear manipulation. It happened at 8:30, I think. No, a little before that. So now for a continuation play, potentially eyeing this 5-minute. I have 2 shots left in the day, man. So if I see something else, I'll take another trade. But yeah, after 2-3 trades, I'm done. If you zoom out, it always makes so much sense. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have this, but after a losing trade, you can always explain why it was a bad trade, right? And I'm thinking like, am I tripping or is that really the case? Like, what do you guys think? Am I just making things up or is it really just a bad trade? But I think it is, right? It was just a bad short. I was kind of too focused on the combo that I'm trading. Like a daily micro is what I use a lot of the times, what worked a lot of the times. I took a lot of good trades using this combination, but the context was just not bearish, right? The only bearish context was that we are trading above the true opens, having this micro here, and in higher time frame premium here, we had this big bearish move. But if we go to the bullish context, now I see, okay, actually it makes more sense. We are still bullish on the higher time frame, which is my initial bias. We take out sell side here after this drop yesterday. We tap this gap. Now we had this daily, but the daily already took out sell side. So from here, taking shorts towards this low is not a clean liquidity pool. We can rather just go up from here, fill this gap and go higher because we're bullish on the higher time frame, right? So not a clean draw on liquidity. Immediately also opposed with a 50-minute SMT fill. I couldn't take any longs here. This is not regarding to my model, like rule based, but yeah, it could be a little long maybe, just based on that discretion and just it makes more sense that longs were the move from here. Now looking back. Yeah, I was too zoomed in this short, to be honest. Yeah, definitely. I was like, oh, this daily micro, have this nice short, immediately opposed with this. Next time I see this, I go out, right? My trading system, if I take it, it's clearly saying, okay, close a position if there's opposing confirmed cracks and context wins. And that's exactly what happened, right? So essentially, this short was good here, but then when we chop around and we confirm this 50-minute SMT fill, PSP, then I should just close the trade, right? At like break even or a little loss. So yep, every day's a lesson. At the time you took it, it wasn't bad. Yeah, at the time I took it, it was not bad short, but after we chop here and we have this bullishness, yeah, then I should get out. So this buy set is going to get hit. Did you take yesterday PM session SMT? I took this long. So let me quickly. This is Thursday. I took this continuation long here. Higher. Somewhere right here. Okay. Okay, we tap this gap, we immediately get some bearish reaction. But to be honest, guys, I don't think this looks bearish for the day anymore. Following that bullishness here. Guys, imagine you show up every single day at the market open for 1 year. So much that you learn, it's crazy. And so that's why like discretion is so important. You have your strategy, but let's say I'm now doing this for an entire year. Next year, this date, I started like last week. I'm doing this every single day, then I will just be unstoppable. Not gonna lie. But that's only when you journal every single day, right? That's important. Whenever I close the stream right here, I just wait till the PM is done. When I have enough information on the day, all the charts, I'll hit the whole session is like is done, then I journal for like 20-30 minutes. I just write down, okay, what was my mistake today? How could I have avoided it? Why was my short bad? Just everything reflection based, right? And then at the end of the week, I go over all of it again. I insert my playbooks of the week, which were really good setups. And then I go over my lessons. I record a YouTube video on that as well. And then, I mean, if you do this every day, every week, you're just guaranteed to become consistent, right? Everything is part of the journey. Yeah, yeah. And especially just taking it seriously, because I've been not live trading, but just trading on my own every single day for like an entire year, and that just helped me so much to just become better, right? Yeah, this looks bearish now. We get a bearish reaction, but still just all potential, all right? We do not close a candle above the highest close of the London session on ES. So potentially this now. And for now, I'm deleting the things I don't need on my chart just to make it more clean. Yeah, and to be honest, if news did nothing, just delete that markup. So I'm drawing the daily out like this, but essentially it's something like this, right? Actually, how I should draw it out is like this. We don't close a candle above here. Or we do this very aggressively on NQ. So this daily also, no, doesn't happen in a 4-hour gap, but it happens in a 1-hour gap, right? So that's the reaction we're getting here. I'm gonna draw this out. Or like maybe even better, 50 minutes. You can go lower with the gaps, that's also nice. So now we touched discount of this range, I believe. Let me take a look. Sorry, premium, yeah. Now shorts become an option here if there's anything. For now, only the 50-minute daily bearish. So for this, I need like something else, like a micro or something. And then an obvious displacement without anything bullish here. Because if you get a 5-minute SMT fill now with this one, with these gaps, then yeah, that's just looking better for continuation longs, right? In my opinion. I don't think this is the high though. I think we're just going higher. So for now, I'm deleting this daily. How is that daily bearish? Well, because we look at the closes here, right? The highest close of a London session is right here on ES, and we do not close a candle here above that. If I mark it out, you'll see it clearly. See here? We don't close a candle above it. While on ES, yeah, we just strongly close above the highest close of London. And I think on YM, we also don't have this, so yep. But because we have this very nice minute 15 gap here, there's no inversion on the 50 minute yet, no displacement down. I'm just keeping this in mind, just keeping it hidden for now. So the hourly is also getting tapped on ES only, sorry, on NQ only, and then not on ES. I just don't like to draw out like this big of a gap, like it looks so ugly on your chart. But anyways, I'm gonna do it. 1 hour SMT fill. Together with, yeah, actually, 1 hour SMT fill is better than just tapping a 50-minute gap, right? So I'm deleting that gap buy side. This is the most important thing. We fill premium on NQ, not on ES. So if you want to go lower, it should be in premium, right? Thanks, man, Spiky. Good luck. It has already been liquidated and made a volatile displacement. Yeah, I mean, but not on ES, right? If NQ is bullish, then I want to see ES bullish too. And for now, this is looking like it just sweeps the high, right? So unless we also continue up, I'm still bullish. But they should move in tandem, right? NQ and ES. If it's not doing that, then that's a bearish trading correlation. You get what I mean? Please advise me which pair I choose will trade for the lifetime. NQ. If you're still choosing, pick NQ, man. Damn, I see you down today. What you took, bro? I took a short, man. Early short here. After this SMT here down. Held it through news, which was not ideal, but yeah, I explained it earlier why this was not a good short. Looking back at it. Sometimes it's also so hard to close a trade. Like you're in a trade and you just so attached to it that even though there's other signs that you should close a trade, you're not doing it. I don't know if you guys have this, but it's also a big thing in psychology. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at ES here. Wait. Good morning. HR. Yeah, 90-minute would be really nice here. Can an intermarket higher time frame SSMT and a lower time frame SMT validate a two-step? Yeah, I don't use it anymore. Intermarket. I think everything should be on YMES or NQ. Yeah, thank you, Tim. For sure. Yeah, I don't care about this loss. Like, it's demo money. What the hell? I don't care. It's just not over trading now. That's the hardest part. But because there's like over 70 people watching me, I will be so dumb if I start over trading. That's why this live streaming helps me so much. One step at a time. So let me draw out what would have been a better scenario for this short. So we have low resistance liquidity. We don't have this daily. And then here we have this micro. So something like this, where we didn't already did this. We didn't already took out this low. You see? And then this, where we have a daily and then a micro. I think this is my biggest thing of my journaling today. This would have been way nicer, right? Above the true opens, let's say. And yeah, where we don't take out this low resistance yet. And then no specials is lower. But because we are inside a gap here, like this, we already took out this low, we tapped this gap, and after this micro, we immediately form a 50-minute SMT fill here, then yeah, longs made more sense. That's just my my reflection of today. Now this daily is looking like this 50 minutes is getting inversed. True open is 12 a.m. and 7:30. 12 is for the true day open. 7:30 is for the true session open on New York. So now to place potential shorts, I just need something else, right? So on the 5 minutes, this would be ideal if we create a 90 minutes sequential SMT here, and then we go down. But this is just too early to potentially look for shorts. Now I'm just keeping this bullish bias, but the order flow is looking a bit bearish now. So unclear, just waiting. If it gives us 90 and 15 hidden, then I would short it, man, after 5 minute displacement, lower. The only thing that just doesn't make this A plus is because the drawn liquidity is just as. We only have two lows here, which are not really low resistance, not equal lows, not data lows. You get what I mean? Probably gonna create 90 bullish with YM. Yeah, potentially. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe. For now, this looks still bullish. There was someone in my chat who was saying, like, I don't know, last week. I'm sorry if this is you, but why do you have a different bias, 2 different biases in one session. That's gambling. That's the whole point of trading, man. Every single candle that you see is feeding you more information, or maybe switching your bias or conforming your bias, right? So I think that comment just didn't make any sense. There's so many people, so many good traders that are starting with a bullish bias and then end up making money on a short, right? Yeah, don't marry your bias. And it's those small things that really matter. And that's the first thing you learn in the beginning of your journey. They end up being the most important things, like don't marry your bias, follow the trend. Like if I say follow the trend to you, you might cringe and you say, yeah, of course I'm following the trend. But that's so important. It's so important to do this. Follow your rules. Everyone's saying, follow my rules. Yeah, of course I'm following my rules. Yeah. But that's the most important thing at the end, what you realize when you're really on the edge to becoming profitable. And it's really those small things that matter. Like when you can trade, those executions now matter. My risk matters. I don't trade with Top Step. I used to. Now I'm trading with the futures desk. Yeah, I took a short, man. Too early. Yeah, I wanted to short here. So to take a short, need this 90 minute. To continue longs, I also need a 90 minute, but then on the bullish side. So let's see what we form. We are reacting from this 5 minute. This looks definitely that, in my opinion now, I'm more bullish. This just can't be the high. I don't think so. For trading shorts, you need I need like a sweep of this on one asset. For now, just a retracement in my eyes. Micro on the lows would be even better. So let's see if we have this. Oh, we actually have this, so this is looking nice. Is this in a 50-minute gap? Yeah, right? It's just way lower than the gap, so hey bro, will I find any valuable lecture? Man, I'm not the guy who is making new strategy videos every single week. I'm sorry to tell you. I only have one strategy video where I just tell you everything that I know. And that's it, right? I don't need to make any more videos. And now I'm just live trading every single day, applying that strategy and doing weekly reflections. So that's where you can learn the most if you want to learn my strategy. What's CMD? I don't know, man. So there is a micro here, but it's so ugly, right? Whenever you have those ugly SMTs, I just tend to find them lower probable. There's no displacement, so just don't think this will hold. It is in a 50-minute gap following my bias though, so it can be a long. But I'm usually doing then half risk because I already lost today. But yeah, we inverse this. I'm gonna just take a small long here. Like one contract. Very bad reaction here. Move already happened, so yeah, this doesn't look nice. You need to push up now, unless I'm closing this. So choppy here. I just don't think this is gonna be a short from here towards the lows. This looks like we're just continuing up. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm taking this off. This looks so bad. Oh my god. One micro trade. Looking to go lower here in its 5 minutes. Bullish 90-minute now. Okay, deleting this one. It's this, man. And this 90 bullish is also in this 5-minute gap. So that is nice. If we hold this. Then that might be my last try of the day. Let me get 30 seconds to get some water. Yeah, this inversion was not looking good for longs yet. Let's just chop here. Now we actually might form a nice displacement. And yeah. Yeah, daily bearish, also have it in mind, man. But I drew out right here. But for now, I'm trusting the bullish here scenario here more. I'm just constantly comparing what side makes most sense, right? I think yeah, this looks nice. So you see price always reacts from SMTs. It's just crazy. I'm really someone that respects every single strategy. If you just make money with it, that's it. But if you don't use SMT, I think that's just can help you level up so much more, in my opinion. Because I'm just forming my whole bias based on this. I'm thinking there is no reason why we shouldn't go to this high because there's no SMT. So because there's SMT on the lows, I'm more biased that we're gonna go higher. If that makes sense. The only thing bearish, yeah, we have is this daily here hidden. So just keeping that in mind. If we inverse this 50-minute, then I'm keeping that bias. For now, I'm bullish. So 2 minutes and still this 5-minute close. If this 5-minute close is really bullish, I'm taking a little long. Although the risk to reward is not really there, then I might just take profits at this high. I don't know. Plan your trades and trade your plan. Yep. The best trades will always scream at you. My short I took, it was not dumb clear. I literally said to you guys, like, I'm a little bit fearful what news is gonna do. And that should be enough. That trigger should be enough to just not take that trade because it's not dumb clear. And focus on the longs here, right? So this 5 minutes doesn't close bullish. 1 minute left. Still respecting bearish order flow. So nothing to see here. Let me see at what point we actually conformed this 50-minute PSP. So it was right here. So at 9:45. Right here should be the moment to focus on longs. Yeah. Good lessons today. Inverse 50 minutes, potentially. For now, we're still bullish. This 90 minutes is looking nice in this 5 minutes, but this candle didn't provide a displacement. Let's see if this candle can do it. Because this looks like a barcode again. I join right now, bro. It's time to close the charts. Man, I just decided this myself, man. I'm only like trading max 2 hours a day and still have like 20 minutes left to just see what happens here. because this is the only thing we did today. I don't think it's a nice price action. We just went up and then that's it. Like if you didn't catch any longs, then in AM, then it's a no trade day. No man, Nova, that's correct. So staying on for a couple 10 minutes, 20 minutes max. Seeing if we get anything here or not. Doing pretty good, man. How about you? Just took a loss, but learning from it. I don't trade Euro USD. I only focus on NQ. This guy's messaging me on Instagram. How can I join your live trading sessions? I'm saying YouTube. And then he says, can I have the link? How much it costs? What? For free. I'm live now. Will you look for microcycle SMT? I will look for everything that price represents to me. It's just a question if it's a good trade or not. But a micro bullish will be really nice here. All right, now we're still just consolidating, so expecting a manipulation soon to then distribute lower or higher. I'm more bullish biased here, so see what happens. The link costs $100, yeah, maybe. Love the fact you're journaling everything, bro. We appreciate that, and you will have some awesome footage to look back at soon. That's my mission, man. Live trade now every single day, have some nice reflections, and then later if I am actually becoming consistently profitable, I'll have all this footage and I can show people that it's worth it, this journey, and because it is. Like, if you see other people make it in this industry, you know it's possible. So they're no different than you. They just showed up more, they learned more. And so that's what I'm trying to do now with you guys. Yeah, I know the 90-minute man. I know. I've it on my chart here. Oh my god. No bullish reaction. Still keeping in mind then this daily here, if we inverse this 50-minute gap, which we're about to do, let's just see how this 50-minute closes. Because this 50-minute, it's creating an inversion, but it's not really trustable here. But yeah, definitely this looks bearish here. We continue lower. And then I might have just taken a short too early. But yeah, it makes sense, right? Why would we go lower? Everything turns lower probable if we don't retrace yet to this range, right? It's way better to take shorts from here than it is from here, which is what I did, right? So you see, everyone thinks we all sweep London highs, but essentially there's an SMT here, right? Between the closes. We don't close above the highest close of London session on ES while we do this on NQ. That's a cracking correlation. That's a bearish sign. 50-minute gets 4 minutes left. Thank you, Verux. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. It's between ES and NQ and ES and YM. Shugan. Here's a good take. Men that pay for signals are the same ones paying for OnlyFans. That might be true, I'm not gonna lie. Because if you're using this stream as a signal, then you're crazy. I am just documenting my journey, live trading for my accountability, and if you can learn something from it, that's nice. But this is definitely not a signal stream. Yeah, I'm working on that, Johnson. Brother, if you sell and buy at the same session, that's not bad. You can have crazy long setups and then afterwards you have a very nice bearish setup. That doesn't make any sense. And thank you. So this 90-minute is still holding. Still looks like longs look a bit better here. So you see why you don't need to be like FOMOing to shorts. Look how this 50-minute closed. That's bullish close, right? At the time it was trading so bearish, but it ended up closing here. So yeah, keeping that in mind. So this looks nice for some longs. Maybe, but I'm just already took some losses, so these markets, man, they do exactly what they shouldn't do. That's a great quote. So I don't like this. This is not a 5-minute displacement for me. Obviously, it's a really nice bullish reaction, but we're still inside this range, right? So you can be in the long already, but I just tried to wait for it to be dumb clear. For me, it's not yet. Let's see if we can get some kind of SMT fill. If we fill this gap on NQ but not on ES, but it looks really strong now. Yeah, waiting for more confirmation here. In my opinion, we should have a strong bias before the session. Yeah, in my opinion as well. Of course, that's why you do your pre-market analysis, but I'm just saying like it can switch at any time. Because if you're thinking about it, what are you basing your bias on? On the charts, right? On the information that you see right now on the chart. So if you're actually trading the session, you see more candles. So then you can switch your bias, right? This looks good. 5-minute closes here in 30 seconds. Then so I'm in last trade now, two micro contracts, really small trade. But that's literally the last thing what I'll do today. To just test this long out. Entry somewhere here and then stop should be here. We do have a micro bearish here, so watch out. After this daily hidden. But we might just push through these highs. So I don't like this micro bearish. See what we do here. Guys, if you're talking another language, and I'm gonna ban you, sorry man. I have no mercy in this chat. Okay, so this micro is not holding. That's what I want to see. Just a small retracement here. Yes, I use a futures desk. So this is also causing this 1 minute SMT filter. That's what I want to see also. Because we tap this gap on NQ, but we don't tap the gap on YM, you see? So I like that. Can be a reason to move higher from here. It's already 2 hours in, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really focused. Hence why I'm trading low size here. Why I took it, I'm just bullish here, man. We have a 90-minute here. You see here YM, it took out the previous 90-minute quarter lows. We do this in a 5-minute gap. I'm bullish here. The only thing I don't like is this daily hidden bearish. But for now, we're still following the the bullish order flow. And I mean, the session expanded higher, so I'm just using this bias. But we're really slow now, and it makes sense. It's already 11 a.m. I just don't think we'll end AM without a proper move lower or higher. So I'm expecting some volatility maybe this coming hour, 30 minutes. No problem, man. We still have this micro. So don't really like that. I need to price to see higher. Price is not doing much now. Do you backtest your model? Yeah, of course. You essentially backtest also every single day when you're trading, because you're doing the same thing. Oh. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna take this out at break even. I think I'm not focused anymore. Session comes to an end. Otherwise, gonna make more stupid decisions. So, closing this at break even. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Please, please journal. It's the only way that you'll learn. I'll do this as well. And then next day, we're just fresh at the charts with more opportunities, man. This is just a barcode, indeed. This I don't like this price section. Yes, might have been more bullish here, but there's no setup. It's low volatility, and yeah, I'd rather just stay out here. So have a nice day, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe if not Monday. Journal and keep learning.